We are Team 5, the 10 Brigade.
I'm Nora.
I'm Tess.
I'm Nelson.
And I'm Andrew.
For our community service, we went to the Hilltown Land Trust, where we cleared off trails for people to walk on.
We worked alongside Brigid, a UMass alumni with a Bachelor of Science in Natural Resource Conservation. Brigid grew up in the Hilltowns of Western Massachusetts for most of her life and decided to apply to the Hilltown Land Trust in order to give back to her community. During our volunteering, we visited their property in Huntington, a beautiful property 50 minutes from UMass.
The Stevens property in Huntington contains over 5 miles of hiking trails and nearly 460 acres of dense woodland. From the trailhead, we carried loppers, saws, snowshoes, and lunch. Thanks to a convenient pull-behind sled, we made quick work of carrying these heavy tools into the thickets of the woods. The trails were still covered with nearly a foot of snow, so the snowshoes that were provided helped our adventure into the woods. As we hiked on into the woods, we noted many of the smells, sights, and sounds that surrounded us in this peaceful moment. The sounds of snowshoes crunching, small creeks running, and the smell of crisp pine all delighted our precious senses as we trudged on to find work in the woods.
The majority of our work involved lopping and removing downed and dead branches from the path. Many of these tree limbs were in the way of the trail, and they prohibited the most efficient use of the trail. Using loppers, we made easy work of trail maintenance. Once taken down, the dead and down branches were thrown off the trail where they could decompose naturally, or maybe make a home to a medium-sized ant family.
In 1993, 168 countries went to the Convention of Biological Diversity and signed an agreement that by 2020, 17% of their land would be effectively and equitably managed, ecologically representative, and well-connected protective areas. As of 2018, only 37 of those 168 countries are predicted to meet that quota. That's similar to only 1 in 5 students passing a final exam. This is why, as community members, it's up to us to preserve the little protected land that the world has.
Our work here was important because it allows community members and like-minded individuals to enjoy this slice of biodiverse land. Thanks to the Hilltown Land Trust, this land will be preserved for the indefinite future and will allow for future generations to get to know this amazing land that makes up our home in Western Massachusetts. Preserving woodland is important because trees have an amazing carbon sequestering ability. Not only does woodland have immense benefits for human and wildlife, but also woodland aids in reducing the effects of climate change. One tree, in 1 year, can absorb as much as 40 pounds of carbon. When a tree reaches 40 years old, it could have absorbed up to 1 ton of carbon.
We highly recommend visiting a local trail near you and getting out into nature to appreciate the world it gives us.
Thank you for watching.